Hello, thank you for clicking on my video. So jumping right in, I'm going to be using this jumbo pack of braiding hair in the color 1B, and I'm also going to be using this ombre braiding hair that goes from pink to purple. Our hair is already washed and deep conditioned, and then I straightened it with my Ion Steam Pro straightening brush. I have a video on that. So I like to start at the back, and I'm just going to make a part going across as perfect as I can, and then I'm going to begin at the back. So once I have the part as straight as I can get it, or as straight as it can get to my liking, then I'm just going to put away the rest of the hair that we won't be working with at the moment. Then I'm going to make a part going down so that I can section off the first part that we'll be braiding that will be going down. And then I'll just clip the rest out of the way. And so here's how the braiding hair looks outside of the pack, and I just cut off the rubber band and set the hair aside. And so then I grab a section from the hair and I split that in about 1/3. You're going to want one section to be more than the other section. And then once I have those two, then I cross them over. It looks really confusing, but hopefully it's making sense. And make sure that they interlock. Okay, so once it's interlocked, I'm going to try to explain this. You're going to take your pointer finger of the hair with the most and put it inside of that. And then on the other side, take your other pointer finger, your thumb, pinch it, and then wrap it underneath so that it should look like this. And so it should already be your 3 strands, and then you just braid as if you were going to braid a braid normally. That's the best way that I can explain it. I just go in like the braid is already started because you already have your 3 strands, and then I just begin braiding the hair into her hair. And so I'm going to show you again, but this time I'm just going to let you watch because sometimes it's easier for people just to see it rather than try to hear it explained. So hopefully you'll get it. It's really easy once you get the hang of it, I promise. I'm not the best braider, but you know, I mean, I braid decent and it works for her and it works for me. So yeah, it just takes a lot of practice. And so far, this is how it looks. We're already almost 3 rows in. And as you can see on this side is where I do the actual individual box braid. So I'm just going to continue to show you as many times as I can how I install her braids. And this really does cut my box braiding time in half. I'm so glad I've decided to switch it up and do it this way. You will definitely see why toward the end of the video. So yeah, I'll just be quiet now. And so for the side of her hair, I do individual box braids. One side ended up being 5, the other side ended up being 6 individual box braids, and I just use the same technique. And so I have both sides of her hair done. So this is how it looks on one side, and then I'm going to show you how it looks in the back, and then how it looks on the other side. And then you'll see for the rest of the hair I ended up doing 2 more rows of cornrows. And so when it's all finished, this is how it looks. This really does cut my box braiding in half. And now I'm just going to show you how I finished the top of the hair, and then I'm just going to go through and show you how many rows that I ended up doing for her hair. And so then I'm just going to go through and do my finishing touches. I'm going to add some of this coconut eco styler gel throughout all of her braids. Next, I'm going to add some of this ORS olive oil girls hair pudding to her braids as well. Then for the edges, I'm going in with Cream of Nature Argan Oil Perfect Edge Control. And so now I'm just going to show you that, like with box braids, you can do so many styles. You can do a ponytail and it'll still look like individual box braids. You can do a super big mega bun, which is one of my favorites. And then really quickly, here are just a few more. I didn't want to do too much because these are fresh braids, and I know they're like a little tender the first couple of days, and I didn't want to hurt my baby. And so this is how long the braids are on her. She loves her braids super long. I already dipped the ends in hot water. Now that it only takes me half the braiding time, I'm able to let her have her braids this long, because if I were to do it individually, I would have to cut the pack of hair in half and it would take me 8 hours. This way, when I braid it, it only takes me 4 hours at the most, maybe 5, but it definitely cuts my braiding time in half. I'm happy, she's happy, you can tell she's happy. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Peace.